Good evening, everybody. This is Michael Filighera. I am with logicalsignals.com, and this is the Elliott Wave update for the NQ for Thursday, March 25th, 2021. The market did pretty much exactly what we expected today, or I should say the NQ did. We were anticipating that an additional new low would be put into place, and that happened pretty early in the session, and the market launched straight off of that level into what we are going to be labeling as a minuet or minute wave 2. And that's going to set the stage for the next pretty strong decline. We're going to take a look at that to define exactly where it is. But before we go there, I just want to put these Fibonacci support levels, or resistance levels, actually, for, nope, can't do that. That's too far down. Come on. 72. That'll work. And let's put that down here. That's about right. A little bit lower. So essentially, it's gotten past the 0.236. And so we're looking for it to come up, and it has kind of given it a kiss twice, the 382 level at 12,821, we're going to call it. Let's take this down so we can take a peek at the internals on this particular move. And I'm going to lower this down to a 30-minute chart. And there we go. And open that up completely. And this is what we're looking to see if we have an ABC. So that definitely is the A, there's the B. And it looks like one, maybe, it could be complete, and this is just forming a C wave kind of triangle up into this area. Unless it really picks up some steam right now, I doubt it's going to get itself up into this 50% retracement level. And truly, it wouldn't be expected to in the position that it's in. It's a small wave 2. We have seen some intense selling pressure today, basically the market continually being held. So the buyers were not rampant to come running back in and start buying it up, although there were some very strong points of buying where the market moved $100. So they were all very tradable, and you just had to be patient and you had to just trade the moves, but it was a profitable trading day nonetheless. So what we're going to be looking for, we're looking for this minuet wave 2 to complete. We've got an area that basically is between 12,821. We know that this particular was not even a part of it, so excuse me for that. But that should provide some additional resistance for a pop over that 382 level. And that brings us at 12,835, 36. And then we have additional up here at 5860, 858, 860, and then of course the 50%. But again, what we have been seeing as well is more intense selling. So, and the willingness for the sellers to just bring it right back down to a particular area, which again, we're going to be looking for point of control to see where that's going to end up, because of course that's the area where most of the buying is taking place. That's where the buyers and sellers are happy to change hands. But once it is complete, again, we're going to be falling, and now I'm going to go back over to our other chart. We would be falling in a wave 3 of 3. I know I've talked about this a lot, but they've happened at different points in our wave counts. And when they do, the characteristic, the personality of that kind of wave, it's like point of recognition that we are going down. That's it's a point of recognition. In this case, it would be, oh, we're going down. So we see an acceleration. So the sellers are a little bit more persistent and just push. And the buyers can't collect themselves fast enough to kind of get back in there and decide we're going to move it up from here. It will have rallies. It will have rallies of 10 or 20 or 30 or 40, $50, possibly $100. But as the volatility upticks and the volume upticks, you're going to see one side, and that, of course, in the direction that we're counting would be to the sell side. I'm going to expect the sellers to be more persistent and to push harder than the buyers are going to be willing to. So now I want to clear this and go back out to putting our next, we had them on last night, and it's just the extensions. And I want to run the extension so we can go back and take a look at where we're going to be looking for pretty much as a minimum. Oh, man, come on. Excuse me for that. I keep not looking to see if it actually took what I wanted. That's what I want. Yeah, now I got it. Sorry about that. We're just going to put on the Fibonacci's that going to be more representative of what we're looking for to the downside. And now you can see it. So essentially, we wanted to see this first minuet wave 1 or minute wave 1 to break below the minor wave 1 low. And that was at 12,682, 681.75. It did that pretty well. And we were looking for support basically at 12,555 to kind of hold it for right now. We didn't get down there. We got as low as 12,609. So we didn't really even get in the hood, but we got within $50. And so once this is over, I would expect that when things start to pick up, that this level will break and that we may end up down here or down here. But I would not think that the wave 3 in its total, wherever it begins from, it should bring it back down to 1.618 is my take on the intensity of the wave that it should be building. But we will take it as we get it. And these are the levels. First one is 12,555. And then we have 12,410. And then we have 12,320. And basically, we're kind of looking for 12,174-ish. We got round numbers there. We've got the midpoints there. We will have additional Fibonacci's that will cover internal moves. So we can, during the day when you're trading, you can definitely really pinpoint where you might get a turn. And that is, of course, very important with your day trading, which is what I do. And so I'm really looking for this thing to pick up and to have a really good trading day tomorrow, to be honest with you. Upside, it's a little bit more difficult, but yes, I mean, if it starts to break above 12,865, let's call it, it's breaking above that 50. We got the 200, and this is on the hourly chart. We got the 200 at right now, 12,934.35. And I would not want to see a corrective wave take that out. So, because then it stops being corrective in my mind. Although it can literally go all the way back up to that top. It can't take out that high, but it can test it. I just don't see if the sellers are really going to step in as I anticipate. And with some of the weakness that I've seen and the willingness of sellers to hold the market on a level without letting it rally too much before they step back in. That's kind of what I mean. I think that that would kick in because of the nature of the wave. but I may be overemphasizing that. So we're going to trade what's in front of us. Again, if we get upside moves, that would be one. Trading above that 20 and staying above the 20. Right now it's sitting right at it. So it has to close above it with some strength, stay above it, and then really get to the 50. It needs to break the 50 and that resistance. So that's the 50-day moving average and then the 50% fib retracement. And then we have a 382 right alongside and pretty much right together with the 200-day. So the Fibonacci's are really kind of coming in with the moving averages, and that's what we're going to pay attention to. If we get breaks above there, you continue to trade what's in front of you. And you're going to be looking for different levels on your shorter term charts. And that's where I'm going to leave it. And the next update will be on Sunday.